You slept with the closest people around me.
Daniel, wait, please, let me explain!
I lost the man who loved me for a lifestyle that almost destroyed me. And the worst part, everyone thought I was living my best life. There was a time when I thought being poor was the worst thing that could happen to a woman. I was wrong, because sometimes the most dangerous thing isn't having nothing. It's becoming someone you're not, just to look like you have everything. My name is Precious, and there was a time when I had a man who loved me enough to build a future with me. His name was Daniel. He didn't have much, but he gave me everything he could. I just didn't realize what I had until I lost it. Daniel and I started with almost nothing. We lived in a small apartment. Some nights, dinner was simple. Sometimes we couldn't afford the things other couples took for granted. But Daniel never complained. He worked every day. He came home tired and still smiled at me. Whenever I complained about our situation, he'd hold my hand and say, "Precious, just give me time. We'll get there." And I believed him. At least, I thought I did. Then I started spending too much time online. I saw women my age wearing expensive clothes, driving beautiful cars, eating in restaurants I couldn't pronounce, traveling, living, and suddenly, my own life began to look embarrassing. One evening, I showed Daniel a picture of a girl I knew. She had just bought a new car. I looked at the picture, then looked at Daniel. "Daniel, when will it be our turn?" He smiled. "Dama, it will come." I wanted to believe him, but deep down, I was tired of waiting. Then I met people who showed me another way. They knew wealthy men they called Chief or Dog, men who could give you in one night what Daniel struggled to earn in months. At first, I told myself I was only going out. Then came the gifts, the money, the expensive dinners, the new phone. And suddenly, I was living the life I had been watching on my screen. I thought I had finally figured life out. I didn't know I had just entered a trap. My social media changed overnight. People started commenting, "Girl, you are living soft life. Teach us your ways." They saw the restaurants, the clothes, the cars, the hotel rooms. They didn't see me staring at my phone at 2 a.m., afraid to answer a call. They didn't see the messages that made my heart race. They didn't know that some of the men giving me money were beginning to believe they owned me. But I kept posting, because once people believe you're successful, you become terrified of letting them see you struggle. Even Daniel noticed. He would look at me differently. He knew something had changed. One night, Daniel finally confronted me. "Precious, who are these men?" I pretended not to understand. "What men? Please don't lie to me." I looked away. I was angry. Not because he was wrong, but because he was getting too close to the truth. "You want to know the truth?" He nodded. I finally broke. "I'm tired. Daniel," he stared at me. "I'm tired of struggling. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of waiting one day." My voice cracked. "You love me. I know you do. But love doesn't pay bills." Daniel looked at me for a long time. Then he asked quietly, "Was I not enough?" That question destroyed me. Because the truth was, he had never been the problem. I was just too ashamed of the life we had, and too obsessed with the life I wanted people to think I had. I didn't stop. That's the part I still regret. The money became bigger. The gifts became more expensive, and the people around me became more. One man started demanding things from me. Another threatened to expose me. I had entered that world because I wanted freedom. But slowly, I couldn't say no anymore. And the worst part, I couldn't tell anyone. Because online, I was still living my best life. Thousands of people envied me. Nobody knew I was falling apart. Then one night, I went home. I couldn't pretend anymore. I sat on the floor and cried. Daniel found me there. For the first time in months, I wasn't wearing a mask. What happened? I couldn't answer. Then I whispered, Daniel, I'm scared. He sat beside me. Then why didn't you come home? I looked at him, and the truth finally came out, because I was ashamed. I wiped my tears. I was afraid everyone would discover that the life I showed them wasn't real. Daniel was silent. Then he said something I'll never forget. You were so busy trying to prove to everyone that you had everything. He paused. For that you forgot you had someone willing to build everything with you. Mate Daniel to save me, but somewhere along the way. But loving someone doesn't mean destroying yourself to keep them. The lifestyle didn't last. The money disappeared. The gifts disappeared. The people who once surrounded me disappeared. One day, I opened my old social media pictures. There I was, smiling, dressed in expensive clothes, surrounded by luxury. Everyone thought I had everything. But I knew the truth. I used to think I needed a rich man to change my life. Now I understand. I needed to believe I could change it myself. There is nothing wrong with wanting a beautiful life. There is nothing wrong with wanting money. But don't destroy your peace trying to prove to strangers that you're successful. Don't let someone else's highlight reel make you hate your own beginning. Build slowly. Learn. Work. Create. Become financially independent. Because sometimes the shortcut doesn't take you to the life you wanted. It takes you so far away from yourself that you don't recognize the person looking back in the mirror. I lost Daniel chasing a life that was never really mine. And if my story teaches you anything, please don't make my mistake just to impress people who won't be there when everything falls apart.